Hello, amazing friends. Have you ever seen someone talk very loudly about how wonderful they are, even if it's not quite true? Maybe they make a big noise about something small, trying to get everyone's attention with their booming voice. Or perhaps you know someone who quietly works hard and achieves amazing things without needing to shout. Today, we're diving into a watery world to meet a little frog and a huge ox. Our story will show us that sometimes the quietest hearts hold the most wonderful treasures. Let's discover what happens when someone tries to be bigger than they truly are just by making a lot of noise. Once upon a time, in a lush green meadow, lived a small frog family near a sparkling clear pond. One tiny frog, let's call her Puffy, loved to jump and splash. She was full of energy and very curious. Puffy often watched her big frog brothers and sisters. They were strong and could jump so far. She wanted to be big and strong just like them. One day, she chirped, "I'll be the biggest frog ever." But Puffy was still very little. She couldn't jump as high or croak as loud as her family. Still, she had a brave little heart, even if she sometimes wished she was much, much bigger. One sunny afternoon, a giant creature walked slowly into the meadow. Boom, boom, went its footsteps. It was a huge ox, with soft brown fur and very kind eyes. It dipped its head to drink from the pond. Puffy had never seen anything so enormous. Wow, she thought, look how truly gigantic it is. The ox drank peacefully, making no fuss, just enjoying the cool, fresh water on a warm day. Puffy felt tiny next to the ox. She imagined how wonderful it must feel to be so strong and mighty. The ox didn't make a sound about its size. It just quietly was big and majestic, drinking water. Puffy hopped back to her frog family, her little mind bubbling with a grand new idea. "Guess what I saw?" she croaked loudly. A monster, a giant, so huge. You wouldn't believe it. Her brothers and sisters just blinked. "Oh, you mean the ox, Puffy?" asked her wise old grandma. "Yes, and I can be just as big," Puffy declared, puffing out her cheeks with all her might. She took a deep, deep breath, trying to swell up. "Watch me, it'll be bigger than that ox," she croaked. She started to puff herself up, making a big noise while trying to get as big as the silent ox. "Look, look," Puffy loudly chirped, puffing a little bigger. "Am I as big as the ox yet?" Her family looked at her. "You're getting plump, dear," her grandma gently said, "but not quite an ox." Puffy took another giant gulp of air. She puffed even more. Her little throat vibrated with effort. "How about now?" she boomed, trying to make her voice sound bigger too. "See how grand I am?" She was making a lot of noise and a big show of it, trying to convince everyone how huge she was. Her family grew worried. "Be careful, Puffy. It's good to be yourself," they cautioned. Puffy didn't listen. She was determined to be bigger. She kept puffing and puffing, making a loud sound. "Still not bigger?" she asked, her voice now a bit strained from all the effort. "I can do more." She squeezed her eyes shut and pushed out her belly. "Roar!" she tried to croak, but it came out more like squeak. All her energy went into puffing up and making a big show, hoping to look magnificent. But her brothers noticed she wasn't actually growing stronger, just bigger in a strange way. She made so much noise, but she wasn't really becoming anything new, just inflating herself. Finally, Puffy puffed one last time with all her might, making the loudest croak she possibly could. "Am I bigger than the ox now?" she cried, her little body stretched as far as it could go. Her grandma sighed. "Oh, Puffy, no, dear. The ox is still truly huge, and you are still Puffy." Puffy looked at herself. She was round and wobbly, but still nowhere near the size of the gentle ox. The ox was naturally big and strong, and it didn't have to make a sound or a fuss about it. Puffy's loud puffing and boasting didn't change her true size or strength. It just showed she was trying too hard. Puffy slowly let out all the air, feeling a little tired and maybe a bit silly. Her loud act was over. She realized that the ox didn't need to shout about being big. Its bigness was simply true. The ox was quiet, peaceful, and strong from within. Its actions spoke louder than any noise Puffy made. Puffy learned that real strength and true value don't come from making the most noise. They come from being who you are, doing your best, and letting your true self shine, quietly and gently. It's like an empty drum that sounds very loud, but a full drum makes a deep, true sound. Sometimes, like Puffy, we might feel like we need to shout or boast to be noticed, right? Maybe you want to be the best at drawing, so you tell everyone, "Look at my amazing picture." But true amazingness doesn't need loud words. Your picture will speak for itself with its colors. Remember when you tried really hard to build a super tall block tower? You didn't shout about it. You quietly focused, block by block, and everyone saw how tall and steady it became. That quiet focus, that inner strength, is what truly makes you special and great without noise. Just like the ox was strong and big on the inside, you have your own special inner powers. Maybe you're super kind, or a wonderful friend, or you're great at sharing your toys. You don't need to make a big noise about these things. Your actions show how kind you are. When you share your snacks, your friends feel happy, and that's much better than shouting, "I'm sharing." Your quiet actions, your gentle heart, and your honest efforts are what truly make you shine. You are a wonderful, amazing person just as you are, full of real, true wonders inside. The story of Puffy the Frog and the Ox teaches us a big lesson. Empty vessels make the most sound. This means that sometimes those who talk the loudest or boast the most don't actually have the most to show. Just like Puffy made lots of noise trying to be big, but the ox was quietly, truly big. You have wonderful talents and a kind heart. You don't need to be loud about them. Let your true self, your kindness, and your efforts shine quietly like a warm, steady light. Because the most beautiful things, like a peaceful sunset, don't need to shout to be amazing. So, remember our little frog and the giant ox. Be like the ox, quietly strong and truly kind. Focus on being your best from the inside out. Your true greatness will naturally be seen. You are a star, shining brightly with all your unique, wonderful qualities. Keep being you. Let your gentle heart and good deeds speak for themselves, louder than any loud noise. You have a beautiful story to live, full of quiet strengths and amazing discoveries. Keep dreaming, keep growing, and keep shining, just by being your wonderful, amazing self. As you reflect on what we shared today, notice how the insights are already settling within you. And know that the next time we meet, even deeper clarity of the topic will be waiting for you.